the fear behind your questions, the weight of Rome upon your soul, your trembling hands upon the judgment seat, still searching for a truth you could not hold. You asked me if my kingdom rose like Caesar's, if armies waited for my call. But my reign was not of iron swords, it was a love that carries on. And when you stared into my silence, you felt a kingdom you couldn't name, a power not built on violence, but on a lamb who came to save. I looked at you, Pilate, not with anger, not with blame, but with mercy for a weary heart still captive to its chain. You saw the crowd's cry rising, and fear pulled you away. Yet even as you washed your hands, I loved you anyway. You tried to free me with your customs, tried every door that Rome allowed, but truth stood knocking at your chamber, while lies kept shouting from the crowd. And when you sent me to the scourging, thinking blood would calm their cries, I bore the lashes meant for sinners, but still I held you in my eyes. For you were not the final ruler, not the one who sealed my fate. My hour had already been written by the Father's timeless grace. I looked at you, Pilate, with the tenderness of God. You saw a prisoner beaten down, but heaven saw the spotless Lamb of God. You feared the threats of Caesar, but I feared not death that day. And even as you passed the sentence, I loved you anyway. You asked what is truth, yet truth was standing right before you. The world weighed heavy on your shoulders, still I long to restore you. For every broken man bound by power, for every heart worn thin with doubt, my cross was carved to bear the burden you were so afraid to lay down. And when you saw me draped in scarlet, crown of thorns upon my brow, you whispered, behold the man, not knowing you beheld God's glory now. I could have spoken one small word, and angels would have swept the sky, but love held me in quiet strength. Love chose the cross not to deny. I looked at you, Pilate, with a heart that knows all men, from the lowest slave of Rome to the emperor in his den. You judged the King of heaven, but I came to take your place. So even as you turned away, I loved you with my grace. So when the echoes fade in stone halls and history writes your trembling name, know my cross was not your doing, it was my purpose when I came. For though your verdict sent me for